Hi there. Now we're going to do review number 5. So this is the introduction for that. Paragraph 1. We now review again. This time we are ready to give more effort and more time to what we undertake. We recognize we are preparing for another phase of understanding. We would take this step completely that we may go on again more certain, more sincere, with faith upheld more surely. Our footsteps have not been unwavering, and doubts have made us walk uncertainly and slowly on the road this course sets forth. But now we hasten on, for we approach a greater certainty, a firmer purpose, and a surer goal. Jesus knows that this journey takes time. We take a step forward, 2 steps back. Some people start the book and put it down. Sometimes it takes years to come back. Sometimes it takes 20 years to understand what this is really saying. But Jesus is telling us, let's go ahead, do this practice. We're going to become more certain. We're going to achieve our goal. We're going to have a firmer purpose. Jesus is cheering us on, and I am cheering you on because I know that when I committed to doing this, it took me years to get this. But my commitment has grounded me in a certainty that is so profound, I would never give that up. Paragraph 2, steady your feet, our Father. Let me read this again. Steady our feet, our Father. Let our doubts be quiet and our holy minds be still and speak to us. We have no words to give you. We would but listen to your word and make it ours. Lead our practicing as does a father lead a little child along a way he does not understand. Yet does he follow sure that he is safe because his father leads the way for him. What we're recognizing is we're saying to God, God, we are like little children lost and wandering in the desert. Please come help us. Hold our hand and lead us to the truth. We're taking these truths that Jesus is giving us, and we're going to begin to practice and trust that you are who you say you are. Jesus is who Jesus say he is. We're holding your hand with the certainty of a little child that is trusting its parent. Paragraph 3. So do we bring our practicing to you. This is still speaking to God. And if we stumble, you will raise us up. If we forget the way, we count upon your sure remembering. We wander off, but you will not forget to call us back. Quicken our footsteps now, that we may walk more certainly and quickly unto you. And we accept the word you offer us to unify our practicing as we review the thoughts that you have given us. Paragraph 4. This is the thought which should precede the thoughts that we review. Each one but clarifies some aspect of this thought or helps it be more meaningful, more personal and true, and more descriptive of the holy self we share and now prepare to know again. God is but love, and therefore so am I. So paragraph 2 and 3 are like a prayer that we're going to begin to say before we do each of the next reviews. Sentence number 4 in paragraph 4. This self alone knows love. The higher self in me, the truth of who I am, knows love. This self alone is perfectly consistent in its thoughts, knows its creator, understands itself, is perfect in its knowledge and its love, and never changes from its constant state of union with its Father and itself. This is an affirmation that we know truth because God is but love, and therefore so am I, so are we. Paragraph 5. And it is this that waits to meet us at the journey's ending. Every step we take brings us a little nearer. This review will shorten time immeasurably if we keep in mind that this remains our goal. And as we practice it, it is this to which we are approaching. Let us raise our hearts from dust to life as we remember this is promised us, and that this course was sent to open up the path to light to us and teach us step by step how to return to the eternal capital S self we thought we lost. This course has been given to us to show us our way home. Paragraph 6. I take the journey with you, for I share your doubts and fears a little while. that you may come to me to recognize the road by which all fears and doubts are overcome. We walk together. We walk together. I must understand uncertainty and pain, although I know they have no meaning. So we have to understand that we have created the suffering, acknowledge that suffering, feel what that suffering has cost us, and make the choice to follow the truth that has been true always. Yet a Savior must remain with those he teaches, seeing what they see, but still retaining in his mind the way that led him out, and now will lead you out with him. God's Son is crucified until you walk along the road with me. Jesus is saying that he walked this path. He went through the pain, the physical pain. He went through the process of the crucifixion to let us know that it wasn't real. He then forgave those who did this to him, and he resurrected and returned to be a teacher for us, walking with us from the non-physical realm. So I have walked through my journey. I have walked through my pain. I have gone through my suffering. I've made my way through it, and now I walk with you. Only I'm doing it from the physical level, which means I haven't achieved the transcendence that Jesus has. I've transcended what I've transcended, but I'm still physical. I can still speak of pain. I can still speak of how my ego mind hijacks me from time to time. It has thoughts that appear in my mind because thoughts do not leave their source. So I can share what I have learned to help you walk through your journey, as others in physical form have helped me walk through mine. Paragraph 7, my resurrection comes again each time I lead a brother safely to the place at which the journey ends and is forgotten. So Jesus is helping each one of us resurrect out of the idea, the illusion that we're separate from God and that we are supposed to be insignificant and fearful, that there's not a God of love that really is going to take care of us, so we can take care of ourselves, and that gives us license to be cruel to others and to ourselves, because we're believing something that is not true. I am renewed each time a brother learns there is a way from misery and pain. We give Jesus more strength to keep doing what Jesus is doing, century after century, thousands of years after thousands of years. Jesus is still speaking to us, helping us out of this insanity. I am reborn each time a brother's mind turns to the light in him and looks for me. I have forgotten no one. I want to be like Jesus. I don't want to forget anyone. I want to walk with as many are willing to walk with me, because there is no greater joy in my heart than helping somebody remember their truth. Help me now to lead you back to where their journey was begun, to make another choice with me. We got to go back to the beginning. We got to go back to the beginning when we accepted the ego's thought system and say no to that by choosing to love ourselves enough to accept the truth and let go of the illusions of fear. Paragraph 8, release me as you practice once again the thought I brought to you from him who sees your bitter need and knows the answer God has given him. Together we review these thoughts. Together we devote our time and effort to them. And together we will teach them to our brothers. God would not have heaven incomplete. It waits for you as I do. I am incomplete without your part in me. And as I am made whole, we go together to our ancient home, prepared for us before time was and kept unchanged by time, immaculate and safe, as it will be at last when time is done. Jesus is telling us that Jesus waits in the kingdom of heaven, which is in the mind of God, which is pure consciousness, which is heaven on earth. All we have to do is accept that for ourselves, share this with others by being the love and the light that we become when we forgive ourselves and others. And all of us will call another one home until all of us have returned to the memory of the truth of who we are. Paragraph 9, let this review be then your gift to me. Jesus wants us to gift this to him. For this alone I need, that you will hear the words I speak and give them to the world. You are my voice, my eyes, my feet, my hands through which I save the world. I am Jesus's hands and feet and Jesus's eyes to save others. The self from which I call to you is but your own. Jesus is us calling us back to us. To him we go together, to God. Take your brother's hand, for this is not a way we walk alone. In him I walk with you, and you with me. Our Father wills his Son be one with him. What lives but must not then be one with you. Everything is one with us. If it lives, it's one with us, because there's only one life, and we share that with God. Paragraph 10. Let this review become a time in which we share a new experience for you, yet one as old as time and older still. Hallowed your name. Your glory undefiled forever, and your wholeness now complete as God established it. You are his Son, completing his extension in your own. God extended itself in us. When we own that God is in us, we extend ourselves into others, and this is how we complete the cycle that God created of extending love eternally. We practice but an ancient truth we knew before illusion seemed to claim the world. And we remind the world that it is free of all illusions every time we say, God is but love, and therefore so am I. Paragraph 11. With this, we start each day of our review. With this, we start and end each period of practice time. And with this thought, we sleep, we wake once again with these same words upon our lips to greet another day. No thought that we review, but we surround with it and use the thoughts to hold it up before our minds and keep it clear in our remembrance throughout the day. So every thought that we review, we state it in the morning and the evening, and thus, when we have finished this review, we will have recognized the words we speak are true. The goal is to say these words and acknowledge that they are our truth. Accept them as our truth. Make a decision that they be our truth. Yet are the words but aids, and to be used, except at the beginning and the end of practice periods. Okay? Yet are the words but aids. They're just aids, and to be used all the time, except at the beginning and the end of practice periods, but to recall the mind as needed to its purpose. We place faith in the experience that comes from practice, not the means we use. We wait for the experience and recognize that it is only here conviction lies. We gotta have the experience, gotta practice it, practice it, practice it. We use the words and try again to go beyond them to their meaning, which is far beyond their sound. The sound grows dim and disappears as we approach the source of meaning. It is here that we find rest. Just remember, this is a beautiful, beautiful introduction to the review that is coming next. And as often as you can, state the prayer that are paragraphs 2 and 3 inside of this introduction, inside of this review, and let that be what you start the review process with. So you set your mind in a prayerful tone to receive the beautiful lessons that we're about to embark upon. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you at the next lesson. Bye-bye.